Hello there, everybody. How you doing? Happy Eve of Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Yes, Christmas Eve. Welcome. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing well.
I
Um,
want to just be sure on my end, on my little Twitch stream here, I still see the standby screen. Is it? There we are. Okay. I'm
it's a
just on an
delay.
uber delay. Okay. That's like a massive delay. Okay. I might just start over again. Sorry. Never mind. Continue.
No, that's fine. That's fine. All right, now I'm all thrown off. You know what, Doug? Let's just end the stream. No, just kidding.
Fine. I'm gone. I'm out.
But yes, hello, welcome to Chatting with Doug and Rob. Thank you all. Well, it's not Rob. Wow, I'm so used to saying Rob. There is no Rob.
Christmas Rob.
Yes. Well,
That's not true either. Yeah, he's not here at all.
no, he's been taken care of.
About time.
Anyway, we're chatting with Doug today. On this eve of Christmas Eve. It is also, as I put in the title, our last giveaway here, because we've been doing giveaway for the past week and a half leading up until the holiday seasons, Christmas. Yeah, no Santa Christ today, I'm sorry. So today, probably towards the middle of stream, we are going to give away a Legends of Zelda Game & Watch. One of those cool little Game & Watches. So,
Every time I hear that, I want to hear the Smash announcer, Mr. Game and Watch.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting, and that'll be happening about an hour-ish into the stream. And we'll tell you what to do when we get there. So right now, putting things in chat will not get you towards that goal. So just wait. We'll tell you what to do when it's time to do it. Let's get started on the rules, since we are already at level 5 of this hype
Holy
train.
Smokes.
You all are amazing. Thank you. We're feeling the holiday love today. Oh, I am in, actually, before we get to the rules, I am in holiday giraffe sweater number 3. So this is today's holiday giraffe sweater.
I have a sweater. You know what? While you do the rules, I do have a holiday sweater I can put on. So just go ahead and go through the rules.
Yay! Amazing. Okay, great. I didn't have to convince him that hard to do that. All right, let's get started with the rules. First and foremost, we're going to give priority here to the bit messages, since that is some real world money spent. I do have a list of the questions. We are obviously behind. We started this stream 7 minutes ago, and have not even asked any questions, so you don't need to repeat the questions. I do have them over here. On that same note, please do not repeat the same things over and over again in chat. You can get timed out, or even banned if you're going to continue doing that. I've already seen this. Y'all, please, no spoilers. That's amazing, Doug. I love that shirt.
Thank you.
I love that. No spoilers. I've seen some people already maybe mentioning some No Way Home spoilers. I know it's technically been out for a week now, but not everyone has had a chance to see it.
Holidays.
It's
Come on,
fine.
give him a chance.
So,
give him a chance.
No Way Home spoilers. No Hawkeye spoilers. Just no spoilers, chat. No Matrix spoilers. I haven't seen Matrix yet. Come on now. Don't be
There's not
that
that much to
person.
spoil on that one.
Well, yeah, I mean, the trailer kind of already spoiled it, but there are no holiday alerts on. I see people are giving some of the 200, 500. There aren't holiday alerts on because otherwise Doug would be interrupting Doug every 5 seconds.
Yeah, sorry.
Please keep the questions short and to the point. Otherwise, I tend to lose the point. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. That sounds about right. I'm a little frazzled, but we're here. We're doing it.
I'll say the one thing before we start is that, I got this sweater. I got it last year. I'm like, oh, I got to wear this around Christmas time. It'd be so funny. And I think I was wearing it to the studio the other day, and I was walking inside a restaurant or something. And it's one of those things where I kind of look down. I'm like, maybe I should cover this up. It's not wise going to a place in public that says I have a machine gun. just probably not a wise thing to do.
Yeah, not everyone will know the reference.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah. I almost walked into, I've got a wonderful sweater that's got a picture of a cat using a phone, and it just says fuck cat calling. And I walked into a Costco wearing it, and I was like, uh-oh. I'm in a Costco with the F-bomb on my sweater. I gotta figure out how to fix it. All right, Let's get started though, because y'all are being so generous right
man,
now.
holy smokes.
184% of this way through level 5 hype
Oh.
train. Oh my
No,
gosh.
200 now. Oh my God,
Oh my-
206, 7. Holy shit.
All right.
Thank you all so much.
Letter Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, was at the liquor store a couple of nights ago when I got a pack of Dragon's Milk to try it out, and I think it tastes like an even better version of Guinness, and I'm not a beer person outside of those. In fact, I've recently realized that maybe I just prefer stouts over regular beer. While on the topic, what's the name of that maple flavored booze that you liked again?
Maple flavored. I mean, there's a lot. Maybe the Collins 12 might be it, or McAllister 12. I'm sorry. And that one it has to open up a little bit to get the maple taste to it. But yeah, the Dragon's Milk is the one I always introduce to people. I haven't found anyone yet that hasn't liked it. I mean, I'm sure they're out there, but I haven't found anyone yet.
I mean, barrel-aged stouts are always a great idea.
Yeah.
They're always a great idea. Small Movie World, thank you so much for the 2,500 bits. Thank you.
So much.
Hey Doug, hey Heather, riffing Aubrey Plaza. Interesting couple of weeks for me, between being back working at home due to the rising cases and suffering an out-of-nowhere panic attack that somewhat traumatized me. But despite that, I'm still soaked in the Christmas spirit, and I'm grateful to be in your company, as well as the chat, of course. Well, I'm glad that you were able to push through that.
Yeah. Sorry I had to go through it, but I'm glad you got through it okay, and we love having you here.
Alex the Animator, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug, hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Here are the top 6 movies I hope you reviewed as the Nostalgia Critic in 2020. Pan, 2015, the Rugrats movie, the Stepford Wives, 2004, Casper and Wendy for Nostalgiaween, and for Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys, and the 1998 2D animated Rudolph movie. Why top 6? Because I like to go one step beyond. I also hope you review Drop Zone next year too.
I'll do my best. Some of those I am looking at. You probably will see next year.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, you're more hilarious than Yosemite Sam having diarrhea. That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, loved your review of Grumpy Cat. Nope, it's Grumpy Pat now. Grumpy Cat movie. It was probably the most creative review you've done. Great work.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. In terms of what's the video, like the special video gonna be next year, man, I don't know. I don't know what I do after that one, so I have to see.
Small Movie World, thank you for the 1,225 bits for the Christmas alert.
Thank you.
Out of the many NC crossover reviews you've done with Brad, what's your favorite? P.S. The illusion is ruined!
He said that so good. Like, that was like one of those one-take wonders where he just nailed it the first time. Man, I don't know. I guess the Passion's pretty funny. I like the That Darn Cat episode, and I do like the one we just did, the Black Christmas one, because we've been just referencing that back and forth like ever since we saw it. So yeah, I guess a 3-way toss-up between those.
I adore out of context you just saying the Passion was fun. That was pretty funny.
It's fun just seeing a guy get with the oodles. Oodles are fun.
Out of context, that was great. I know, guys, thank you so much for that 20-month subscription. Welcome back for 20 heckin' months. Appreciate that. What's your opinion on the trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness?
I mean, it looks fine, but because I don't know much about Doctor Strange, I think, I mean, I get it's a trailer, so it's not a big ruin, but like when Evil Him comes out, whatever, everyone's just like, oh, I'm like, oh, okay, is this a thing? I don't know what this is. So, I mean, it looked fine. I'm looking more forward to like more being revealed, if that makes sense. As of now, it's just like, oh, these couple people are in it. I'm like, neat, but that's what a teaser's supposed to do, you know?
Yeah. Satan Nix, thank you for the 100 bits. I hope everyone at Channel Awesome has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Always look forward to your guys' content every year.
Thank you. Right back at you, man.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. How do you feel knowing that Michael Keaton is coming back to play Batman in the upcoming Batgirl movie for HBO Max? Did they confirm that? I had not heard that.
Oh, I don't know. Well, that makes me wonder, is it like in that universe? Well, even if it's in that universe, they can get Alicia Silverstone to play Batgirl. I mean, I'm already pretty hyped that he's in The Flash, but I don't know. I want him to play Bruce Wayne. I don't know if I want him to play Batman. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna look in that suit. Maybe if they make the suit kind of old and white and the ears going like that. Like, maybe I don't know. Maybe that'd work. But I'm more excited about him playing Bruce Wayne.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. What do you think Betty Boop's relationship with Teddy and Eddie Valiant was? Sorry.
Oh, I think they were just friends, but like close friends, like just like someone she saw all the time. Like he always solved a lot of crimes, and she probably like would raise a drink to him, and they'd raise a drink back, or something, something like that.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits, and I will read this because technically it's in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler. But if you haven't seen the trailer for No Way Home, you may not know this yet, but it's in the trailer. What did you think of Willem Dafoe in No Way Home? Did you like him more than in Spider-Man 2002? And would you say they finally got Green Goblin right? Obviously, no spoilers. We're not talking spoilers, but like in general, how did you feel about Willem Dafoe?
I mean, let me make it clear. He's a lot of fun in the first Spider-Man movie. That's ideal casting and everything, but yeah, I'm really happy the way they did him in No Way Home. That's closer to how I wanted to see that Goblin. He was more scary. You saw his face a lot more. He was legit intimidating. And again, I get the charm and why the first one is so great and everything. I do get it. But when I think like movie Spider-Man, they're making a Spider-Man movie, Willem Dafoe is going to be the Green Goblin. That's what comes in my mind. And I was really, really happy to see that.
Okay. If you muted, we're good. We're done talking about that. But we didn't really use it. We didn't say any spoilers.
I think we said that anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I just saw someone did say I'm muted because I didn't watch the trailer.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. This just came to me. You know Luca and Encanto have in common? They both have a Bruno in it, but we don't talk about him. Silencio, Bruno!
Yeah, I saw some sort of video. They used that Incredibles meme where like the teacher's like playing the clip, and you see we don't talk about Bruno, and then Silencio Bruno, and he's like, coincidence? I think not. And it's like, that is a little funny.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you seen the finale of Doom Patrol Season 3? If so, what did you think?
Yeah, I really liked it. I laughed hard at the without spoiling too much, I guess the robot on the golf course, just that reveal really, really made me laugh. But everything else was really good too, and I'm curious to see where it's going to go next.
Small Movie World, thank you for the 1,225 bits. Appreciate that. As of this year, I've now watched a total of 5 Christmas carols, including the Alistair Sim version, which I think is the best one to capture the dark side of the story. Doug, you say you love most versions, but is there any you find to be bad?
I mean, how do I put it? They're not all good. In fact, I'd actually go as far as say I don't think there's one definitive one. Like everyone has a little piece of the puzzle, and some have more of it. But I love the story so much that I can watch one that's not particularly good. The Jim Carrey one has probably more bad stuff than good in it, but the good stuff, I really, really enjoy it. It's like some of my favorite in any Christmas Carol. So, yeah, it's hard to say one entirely works or one entirely doesn't work, but it's just the story is so good, I think it can work past that and still really, really be solid.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you seen the new Uncharted trailer? While I thought the first trailer was fun, this trailer was much better. I haven't. When did a new one come out?
I think today. I've been seeing like little thumbnails and stuff like that. Again, I don't know shit about the games, and like the first trailer just looked fine. I had no reaction to it, so I'm sure I'll think the same about the other trailer. I'm sure I'll go see it, but yeah, I don't know anything about the game at all.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which movie based on adult cartoon was better? The Simpsons movie or South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut?
The South Park was more clever in what it did, but in terms of which one is like paced better and I probably watch again, I think that'd be Simpsons. Like South Park was one of those movies where I was like, okay, there really is only so many times you can say fuck in a movie. But then I found out what they were doing, where they were pushing it. They're playing with the MPAA, because I think it's like you have to like say it either 100 times or 200 times, and they said it either 99 times or 199 times before it gets like an X rating. And that's brilliant. To me, that's like, okay, no, you earned that. You get that wiggle room, kind of thing.
Professor God, thank you for the 50 bits. I miss your sibling rivalry reviews. I would have loved to see it for the new Spider-Man. Do you know when it might return?
Yeah, we were going to like I said, this past month I just got set back on so much stuff. I only like 2 days ago put up my tree. Like I'm really, really behind on stuff. So we'll have it come back. I don't know, maybe we'll do like a spoiler talk when he comes back, but I don't know, that'd probably be like New Year's, in the new year when we do that, so it might die down by then. But I don't know, because like he did call and we just had a long talk about it. I just said, God damn it, why weren't we filming this? That would have worked great.
Oh, apparently it was 399 times that they used
Oh, okay,
the
so
word.
it's 400 times you couldn't say it. Okay, yeah, it was some sort of crazy amount.
That's awesome. Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. Is there any plans to bring Doe back?
I'm sure she's in the near future. I mean, they're still closely, bounded together. So, yes, God bless you for asking.
Antari, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I respect you waiting until a series has ran its course before reviewing the whole thing, but remember when you did a video review for each season of the Clone Wars? Why not do the same on Disney-cember for awesome shows still going on, like Loki, sorry. It's not too late.
I mean, I could. We're looking to do, I've teased it forever, but again, that's been pushed back too. About like a different kind of review show we're gonna do. Like we're still doing NC and everything. This is more a variation of like the Doug reviews that I do. So maybe we'll work it into that, like sort of tie it into that. Because there are shows I've seen that I really do want to talk about.
Strider for Life, thank you for the 100 bits. Happy almost Christmas Eve.
Back at you.
Framizer, thank you for the 50 bits. If you could go drinking with any Disney character, who would it be and why?
There was I saw something online that asked that, but it was like the Disney princesses, like which one would you go drinking with? And the only one you could technically was Elsa, because she was the only one that was 21. All the others are like, and they don't look it at all. That's always a joke, but they're all ridiculously underage. Like Snow White, I think, is like 14 or something like that, like some ridiculous age that they clearly don't look. So I guess Elsa.
Also, yeah, Chad is pointing out they're not all American though. Like Belle has probably had some wine. She lives in France.
Sure.
Honestly, I'd rather go drinking with one of the villains though. Like I'd rather just like have a drink with Jafar. Like that guy's got stories.
Yeah, actually, well, my king Gaston would be pretty cool because he'd just like break open a giant barrel of beer and sing about me. It's like that sounds like a good time.
Small Movie World, thank you for the 1,225 bits. Sorry, chat just got me. Hypergirl Jen, I bet Olaf's a mean drunk. I'm just imagining Olaf.
They didn't tell me what the day ball does, and they knew.
Oh, with Hades, of course, chat. You're right, Hades.
Yeah,
It's Hades.
Like instead of fire, be like beer bubbles coming up.
Small Movie Worlds, thank you for the 1,225 bits. Ever since theaters opened back up, what has been each of your threes, well, two of us, favorite movie you've been to see? For me, I've seen a lot of films, unfortunately not Spider-Man yet, because, again, panic attack, but it's still no contest, The Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was fun. I mean, Spider-Man just for the crowd.
Yeah.
That was so much fun. I'd have to look at what other, like, movies come out.
The first movie I went back to go see was Cruella, and that was unexpectedly a ton of fun.
Yeah, that was a fun. I mean, honestly, and I didn't see it with a crowd, but just I love the movie so much. Ron's Gone Wrong, which is now on Disney Plus. You can check that out. It's very, very good.
Nice. Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Heather, your Aubrey Plaza wig was so funny. I don't know why, but that whole scene got me good. Good, great. That was like, again, Doug is wonderful to work with, because if you have an idea, sometimes Doug's just like, oh yeah, I like that better than what I thought. So wasn't it me who was like, do you want me to just take the wig off on screen? Like, should I just pop up and take the wig off? And you were like, yeah.
And then sometimes I'm totally like Ed Wood. You're just like, oh, so should I get a wig because my hair is purple? I'm like, huh. I never realized that. Yes, get away. Like sometimes I'll just forget. I'm like, oh yeah, purple.
Right, right. I know what, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, have you seen Hawkeye? If not, that's fine. If so, thoughts?
I started maybe the first 10 minutes. I should keep going. It's just he just doesn't grab me, and
It's
there's nothing
good,
wrong with
Doug.
him. He just doesn't grab me. I know. I'm sure it's fine. I already know the big shocker at the end. I'm not gonna say it, but that was already ruined for me. But that is kind of cool. But yeah, honestly, what makes me want to see is that actress who is in like True Grit and Arcane and stuff like that. The one that's nominated for the Oscar, because she's always really great.
Mhm.
So she's the thing that makes me say, you know what, I should go back because she's always a really good actress.
Alex the Animator, thank you for the 50 bits. Merry Christmas, everyone! What is each of your favorite adaptations of A Christmas Carol? My all-time favorite version is Richard Williams' Oscar-winning short film adaptation, which was, in my opinion, the most faithful adaptation of the Charles Dickens classic.
That is a very good one, and I do watch that one quite often. I have a soft spot for the George C. Scott one, which again is not perfect, but he plays it like how I imagine Scrooge would be. The scene where he goes back in time and he looks at his father. He's talking to him as a young man, but then he sees him as an old man. They're about the same age, and that's just a chilling scene to me. Where now he can sum him up when he's the same age as him, and he can see, was this fair? Was it fair you holding this much power over me and everything? And it's all done through just a look. It's so good.
I'm honestly gonna say Muppets. I love a Muppets Christmas Carol.
No, and look, the first one I ever saw was the Mickey Christmas Carol, and that's always gonna hold a strong place in my heart because that was my introduction to it. And I think it's kind of the same thing with the Muppet, but the Muppets has a lot of good stuff in it too, and surprisingly faithful in a lot of the lines.
Yeah, yeah. Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Hello, y'all. Was going to take the blue pill, but accidentally took the red one. Yeah, I saw Matrix 4. I liked it.
Cool. Yeah, I love the way it starts. When it remembers it's a Matrix movie, I'm like, oh no. but I love the way it began.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Did you guys get any new merch from C2E2?
Yeah, some of it's up there. Yeah, the drawings and paintings and stuff. That Joker right there, I've wanted for a while. I saw him a couple cons ago, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the Prince not for sale yet." That's always been the one I've wanted. It's like my white whale, and he was at C2E2 again. I'm just like, I want that one. I want that one. And I'm like, how much is he? He's like, well, keep in mind, I only have so many amount of prints, and this is part of a special edition. I'm already thinking in my head, I don't even, unless it goes over 100, I'm gonna buy it. And it wasn't over 100, so I bought it.
Small Movie World, thank you for the 1,225 bits. Fresh off the Home Alone 5 review and the Disney December of 6, what would you say is the worst of the sequels? I think 3 through 6 are all bad, but 3 always came up as the most insultingly dumb to me.
Me too. The fact that it was by the same guy, that it was released in theaters, even like a direct-to-movie sequel, I think it's just lame. It's dumb. It's the one that sticks out the most to me. And I get why people really hate 6, like I said, for the reasons that the burglars are like good guys, which is really stupid. But like something about 3 just seemed the most insulting to me and had the least laughs as well.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. I hope you guys had fun at C2E2. I was going to go, but I got COVID 2 days before.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I hope you're doing okay.
I'm cool now because I had the Nostalgia Critic to keep me company during my bed rest. Well, gosh, I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Yeah.
That sucks.
One of the sponsorships I did is like the snowman talking, and he says, he has a line like, all I smell is carrot, all I taste is stone. And someone's like, as a COVID survivor, yeah, I hear you. So I hope you're feeling better, man.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Are you gonna skip Morbius? If so, I don't blame you. It looks like it'll be the worst film of 2022.
I mean, I gotta see it because of my job. I will say this, some movies I would not have watched if it wasn't for my job, and I'm glad I did. I probably would have skipped West Side Story, but I'm really glad I went to it.
God, I gotta see that!
I am really glad I saw that one because I had no interest whatsoever, and apparently neither did anyone else. It's not doing very well, but yeah, so who knows? Maybe it'll be a pleasant surprise.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the... Oh.
Subscribe!
Whoa!
Are we magazine?
Sorry,
No, just
I don't
subscribe.
often hear
Alright.
this alert.
Subscribe!
I do not often hear that alert. Small Movie World, thank you for those gifted subs. Was that 10? Thank you so much. We
Thank you
super
so much.
appreciate that. Sometimes I forget that there's different alerts for things like 10, 20, 50 gifted subs. There it is. Subscribe. All right, sorry. Got distracted. That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. No spoilers, but you were right, Doug. I really enjoyed No Way Home. It was the best theater experience I've had since The Force Awakens. There was not an empty seat in that theater.
Yeah, I feel like there's not gonna be for a bit. I think that's a very easy movie to go. When people talk about, oh, you think theaters are dead, you think nobody's gonna go to the theater, it's like that's the kind of movie that says absolutely not. It is really a community thing where people can get together and really enjoy all experiencing a story at the same time. So yeah, they might change, but I do not think they're gonna disappear.
Oink Master Supreme, thank you for the 5-month subscription. I couldn't be more proud to be your fan, and please extend my love and good wishes to you and yours. Happy holidays!
Oh, right
Thank
back at
you.
you. So kind.
TMB Jr., thank you for the 300 bits. Do you think that Hawkeye is the new Die Hard? I would say no.
I mean, I'm a little biased. Come on, but
I mean, I really enjoyed Hawkeye. I watched all of Hawkeye. I really enjoyed it. But I think they're apples and oranges. You couldn't say it's the new Die Hard because like Die Hard is a movie rather than a series, and I think it's just more of a classic. You have to have some knowledge of the MCU to even dive into Hawkeye, so I would disagree with that. I would say Die Hard is just Die Hard.
and I haven't seen it yet, so.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. You're a rule, Heather. Fine, no need to be aggressive about it, I know. I'm a lawful good. I make the rules, I follow the rules. God.
Merry Christmas.
Dragon's Toy, thank you for the 69 bits. Doug, I've heard a story about you're eating an entire Rice Krispie brick in one go, and that just makes me happy. Have a wonderful holiday, you wonderful people. Thank you again, Dragon's Toy. Your treats were so wonderful.
Oh my God, I can't keep doing this to my body, man. I'm 40 now. I can't keep doing this, but it's just so amazing. And I told myself too, I was like on the drive back, I'm like, all right, like, I mean, I gotta have a bike. Come on, I've been good pretty much this year, or at least in December. And like, just kind of kept going and going. And then like at the end of the day, I'm just looking and there's just like this little shard left. I'm just like, when did this happen? It was like this big earlier. So yeah, no, they're amazing, man. They're amazing.
Small Movie World, thank you for the 1,225 bits. Appreciate that so much. For both of you, what's your favorite Christmas moment in NC history? The ending of Christmas Story 2 with Hyper and Critic is the cutest, most freaking heartwarming thing ever.
I like that. I mean, some I'm just gonna have a connection to because who's in it. I mean, the ones that end like with my parents in. I mean, of course, I'm gonna have like a connection to that. And I think the Nutcracker one, Nutcracker 3D is probably my favorite one altogether. So yeah, if I could just like, that whole review is probably my favorite thing.
I would agree. That's the last one we did at the old studio, right, where Rachel came in.
Yeah, we also had like the new
loved that
studio
one.
as well, and I love it because everybody I asked to be in that said yes. I think one person couldn't do it. Dante was the only one that's just like, I'm sorry, I'm doing something else. But like everybody I asked said yes, and I was expecting a few to be like, oh, I'm busy, holidays, but everyone that was in that video I asked and they said yes, and that was just like, so, oh my God, just love you guys.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Whose face is more expressive, Willem Dafoe or Jim Carrey?
Whose face is more expressive? Jim
Yes.
Carrey. Who's the better actor? Willem Dafoe. And I do like Jim Carrey as an actor, but I'm just like, no, comparing the two. I mean, Willem Dafoe knows usually when to hold it back as well, where Carrey usually has a lot more trouble with that. And Dafoe can go big, like in Spider-Man, he's supposed to be big and silly, but if you put him like in whatever, like, Live and Die in LA or something like that, it's just like, no, oh wait, is that the one I'm thinking of, or Boondocks. I think he was in that one. Yeah. Anyway, a more subtle movie. Like he will be subtle and he will hold it back.
Eastern 57, thank you for the 500 bits, just for Doug's holiday spirit sweater.
Oh, thank you so much. Ho, ho, ho.
Jock's Cab, thank you for the 200 bits. Merry Christmas Eve, Doug and Heather. Hope the 25th treats you too well. Thank you.
Oh, sure will, man. Yeah, we love Christmas.
Framizer, thank you for the 50 bits. Controversial opinion. Enchanted is a better Disney parody than Shrek.
I mean, I guess it depends what you're looking for.
That's true.
Yeah, Shrek definitely has more adult jokes, which I like. It's weird because Enchanted is trying to still be a Disney movie too, which is a little strange. So yeah, I don't know. It kind of like what you said, apples and oranges with like Die Hard and Hawkeye, but I see the comparisons.
Small Movie Worlds, thank you for the 666 bits. Any friendships in film or TV that are so wholesome and make your heart melt? Mulder and Scully in X-Files, I just adore as the early seasons progress. They would freaking die for each other, and that dedication is so pure.
Well, one is a real one, probably Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday in Tombstone. I really like that friendship. But outside of that, I really like Daria and Jane. I really like their friendship in the show Daria. Yeah, the only thing ever drove me nuts is that every time they're together, they're always eating pizza, and I'm just like, you eat pizza every day and you never exercise. Both of you should be a lot bigger than you are. But yeah, that's a really solid friendship, especially in the last episode. I really felt like like everything their friendship has been building up, like really paid off.
I really like the relationship between Leslie Knope and Ann Perkins. That's a fun friendship. I also really like a totally different side of it. I also really like the relationship that builds between Anakin and Ahsoka throughout all of Clone Wars and even into like Ahsoka affecting Ahsoka through Rebels. So like, I don't know. I've been on a kick of that recently. So
yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
Antari, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I'm considering starting my own YouTube channel myself, talking about film, art, and stuff. What advice can you give about fair use? I already know how to use like only 10 seconds of footage, but anything else that's important?
Well, even that's trim, man. For us, we've been getting hit with 7 and 8 seconds, so you have to trim it down even more. Just keep them tight, keep them short. That's one of the reasons it cuts back to me a lot in the reviews. It's not because I love seeing my beautiful face. It's actually quite the opposite. I would love if I didn't have to see myself as much, but it's like I have to cut away to something that's how it's already set up. Yeah, just a lot of edits, cut to different scenes, different whatevers, just really, really chop it up.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Great news! Hazbin Hotel is coming soon. While it is a shame the cast from the pilot will not reprise their roles, I'm still excited for it and trust Vivienne Medrano with her creation.
I wonder why they're not coming back. That's interesting. I wonder if it's like some sort of union thing or something. That's really odd. I love the pilot. Like I said, I love to see more of the show, and I still have not seen much of Hell of a Boss, and I really should check that out more. I've just been so busy.
Danny R., thank you for the 50 bits. So I watched A Christmas Story 2, and I tried to watch A Christmas Story Live. I have to say, A Christmas Story Live makes A Christmas Story 2 look like The Godfather.
Yeah, the one thing it has going for it is that it was live, and knowing it's live, that is an impressive production, that it looked that good, and they had everything so well put together. But yeah, just the overall show was not good. The acting, the idea, and everything, just was not that hot.
Small Movie Worlds, thank you for the 666 bits. You know what? He sadly had too many bad blots over his career, so let's give him some credit. Favorite John Travolta performance?
God. Man, that's rough. I mean, I will say when I think of just a cool Travolta performance, I do think of Pulp Fiction. I know a lot of people think like Saturday Night Fever and stuff. And it's like he's really legit good in that movie. A lot of people forget like how legit gritty that movie is. But I just think of he's just cool. That's just a cool motherfucker. Like I think of him in that movie. I mean, he is just so quiet and laid back, just does whatever he wants and everything. I'm like, so I guess I'll say that.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Have to say, love your meta joke and Grumpy Cat. Would be fun if it was a duo review with Brad.
I mean, we just did one for Black Christmas, so and he did one too. I didn't know he already reviewed it, so when I was editing it, I found that out. I'm like, oh shit! So I went and I watched the review, make sure we didn't repeat any jokes, and there was one that I did that I think I was already cutting out. It's with the what the hell's his name? Something Brandon. He was another meme or something like that, like the weird kid, the weird '80s photo of the kid with the weird sweater. And I did have a joke with that. I'm like, what a weird random one to pick. But yeah, that was it. The other jokes were all unique, so it worked out okay.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Was I the only person thinking that Ayana was going to say, I said the video was over on your computer when it cut to you editing the video at the end?
I mean, I was thinking about that. I was almost thinking, like, should she come in at this scene too or whatever? I'm just like, nah, okay. It's like I want, like, a hint of a message in there, like, oh, okay, I only got a few seconds, maybe something like this, I don't know. But yeah, there were a couple people saying that too. It's like, oh, I thought she was gonna come in one more time, and it's like, yeah, fair, but it's like I was trying to squeeze in a little bit of a message.
Letter Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey guys, I recently heard that all of the VAs from Has Been Hotel are being replaced for the TV show A24 is producing. What are your thoughts on how incredibly fucking stupid is this idea when the original VAs were already perfect?
I would love to know the reason. I'm much more curious what the setup is, because I am wondering if it's like some sort of legal reason or SAG reason or something like that. Because it's rare that, especially all of them, it's
Right.
rare that they would do that and there's not some sort of legal reason. So I would love to know that, because clearly they're very talented and they did great on the show. So yeah, I'd love to know more about it.
Ray Miser, thank you for the 50 bits. Get down on your knees and tell me you love me. Put that on a t-shirt.
I love you. Yeah. Oh God, there's so many Home Alone sweaters too. Actually, that one could easily be taken the wrong way too. If you walk into a plate, get down on your knees. Yeah, nah, I wouldn't be shocked if that's on a sweater somewhere.
Oh, Hypergirl Jen says it's a union issue apparently. I've only heard through the grapevine though. The old actors are non-union, but the A24 needs union actors. That would make sense.
Right. No, that sounds right. Yeah, that's a shame. Because those are really great actors. I mean, who knows? Maybe they can I don't know. Here's hoping where the best situation is, that's what happens.
Small Movie World, thank you for the 666 bits. When's the last time you went into a film unsure about it but ended up blowing you away? The most recent from my memory was Jojo Rabbit. It was both freaking hilarious and unexpectedly heartbreaking.
Probably West Side Story. I was actually going into that with little to no expectations, and I was really surprised by it. Yeah, probably that one.
Hypergirl Jen, thank you for the 50 bits. Happy holidays, squad! Glad to be out of school so I can come here. I've learned live switching and worked in our school studio. It was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, will you review any of the Christmas films or any of these Christmas films next year? Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Surviving Christmas, Shazam, Home Alone, or Tom and Jerry, A Nutcracker Tale?
I didn't even know about the Tom and Jerry one. I'll probably do Home Alone 6, and then after that do the first Home Alone, just so I can do all of them. Because I can talk about the first one for quite a bit, so I'd love to review that. And then I'm not doing Surviving Christmas, but I am doing an Affleck Christmas movie next week. So there is something very similar. You know, and I'm already giving it away because it's weird enough he has two, but it's like, yeah, what, you're not going to guess what the other one is? But yeah, there is an Affleck Christmas movie coming out.
Hypergirl Jen, thank you for the 50 bits. Also, not over the implied past between Hyper and Satan? I need lore.
Well, maybe we'll bring Metadog back and she'll ruin it for everybody.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. I just got back from the theater to see Spider-Man No Way Home for a second time. Everyone involved in the movie has earned every penny of the box office money. Apparently, in the first couple of days, the movie has made $260 million. Imagine it will double by Christmas weekend.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Like I said, it's my favorite live action Spider-Man movie.
Framizer, thank you for the 50 bits. What are your Christmas plans?
The usual, just spend it with family. It's about it. Yeah, just going
Yeah.
from like house to house, spending it with different family members.
Still pretty chill for us, not seeing everyone yet because of, COVID stuff, because there is still a pandemic, everyone. It's still here. But I think we're gonna make some shrimp, which is gonna be very nice.
Oh, that's good, man. Was it Costco? I think is the one that has like super good shrimp. Are you doing
Ooh.
like cold shrimp, or are you doing like fried shrimp?
Just like pan fried, we're gonna do like a shrimp scampi, like lemon garlic with some angel
Oh, okay.
hair.
Oh, that sounds good, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, man. That sounds great.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, do you wake up every morning and say, "Today's gonna be your day, buddy"? Then Rob texts you and says, "No, it's not."
Yeah, what's funny is I don't wake up saying that, but Rob does text me, "No, it's not," and I have no idea what he's talking about. It just always brings me down. So I guess mission accomplished.
Big Jack Films, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug, awesome review of Grumpy Cat. Good news! The Godzilla vs. Kong review will be going out New Year's. Thanks for your support. Merry Christmas, guys!
Oh yeah, check that out, man. Yeah, there's a couple faces in there you might recognize.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Who would win in a battle between Meta Ayana, Agent Smuck, and Wilkins Coffee Puppet?
I mean, I would think the Wilkins puppet, but at the same time, Metadog is kind of a puppet too. So I don't know. That'd be an interesting versus battle. Maybe we'll see it like in the next commercial special.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, I think it's time you review Snow Dogs. You mentioned it so much in your reviews that it's time you just gave it your thoughts.
You're probably right. Maybe next Disney December I'll do that.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. It's no surprise that No Way Home smashed box office records. However, do you think the Batman will smash records? Or do you think it's for a more niche audience?
I don't think it's for a more niche audience, but my guess would be it's not going to outdo Spider-Man, because Spider-Man isn't just a third film in an already popular franchise. It's bringing in so many other franchises from that film, so many other series, from the past that I think, and they pushed it really hard as well. And then people are like, wait, is this person going to be it? Is that person not going to be in it? So everyone had to go and see it. And I think they so love that experience of those discoveries that they want to go back with a crowd again and see it. So yeah, I think it's going to do phenomenal.
The Twilight Stone, thank you for the 1,225 bits. I just wanted to wish you a wonderful Christmas time. Thank you.
Back at you. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that. I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, will you ever review It's Pat, the movie? It's the worst film made out of an SNL character.
I probably should. So many of those SNL movies just like are a blur in my head. I'm just like, oh yeah, that was a thing. I remember when like they came out and everything. I was just like, oh, look bad. I heard they were bad, so I didn't see a lot of them. I always saw the good ones like Wayne's World and Blues Brothers and stuff. But I probably should bite the bullet and see that someday, because I am curious how bad that is.
The Strider for Life, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, have you seen the second season of The Witcher?
No, I haven't seen the first season.
Same.
Yeah, again, just catching up on so much, and I don't know how high up on the list that's gonna be. I'll do my best, but can't promise anything.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. What are your thoughts on South Park's portrayal of Mickey Mouse?
Haha, gosh. It's about as terrifying as it should be. Haha.
King of Autumn, thank you for the 50 bits. Merry early Christmas to the both of you, and I need to know, are those real $100 bills you chewed in the Grumpy Cat review?
It's funny. You're going to see a lot more of them in the review we have in the next year, first one we have next year, because we're like all waving them and stuff like that. No, but they look real, don't they? They look like really legit. No, I found out the hard way that if you actually want to quote unquote eat money, like bite and rip off and stuff like that, it's extremely difficult. I think I tried when I had like, I didn't have any props or anything. I was still filming outside my home. I tried eating like a $1 bill, which apparently everyone's like, that's already gross because when you think about where it's been. But yeah, like the paper's really rough if you're gonna like rip it with your teeth and stuff. So yeah, I needed something more edible, and Jim made it happen.
Of course he did. And Tari, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, it's cool that you're now playing Disney games for Disney-cember, but just like Little Nightmares, don't forget to check out other masterpieces such as Telltale's The Walking Dead. Trust me, they're not only amazing, but you'll probably finish it less time than Kingdom Hearts. It's just the only non-Disney game I'll probably ever recommend that you play.
Well, maybe after when we get back into doing like other Disney games, which again, we're looking into doing like the Star Wars and Spider-Man ones as well. But like we're looking for like a palate cleanser again. Like maybe we'll do that one.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. You'll only understand Supreme Strange when you watch What If, Doug. He's a great character.
Oh, is that where he's from? Is he from What If?
Yes.
The evil? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I thought I did see a video saying something about that. That's interesting. That's why people were going crazy about it. Okay. All right. That makes a little bit more sense. Gotcha.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. What are your thoughts on the Kingsman movies? Have you seen the World War I prequel, The King's Man? Do you think you will do it for a review?
You know, I saw the first one. I thought it was fine. You know, like nothing great, but it was fine. And then like everyone said the second one really sucked, and the third one's kind of meh. So I don't have that much of a dying passion to see them, but maybe I should just to say I saw them.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. Are there any desserts you look forward to every Christmas season?
Oh God, yeah. Well, Christmas Crunch, come on. Those, is it Little Debbie? Those Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes that me and my sister-in-law love, and we get them for each other every Christmas. But they're skimping out, man, because they used to have, I can't remember, it was like 8 or 12 of these cakes, and now it's 5. 5 of these cakes, man. That ain't fair. That ain't right. It's like the same size box, and it's like, and you get 5. It's like, this can fit at least 10. Okay? So I am very disappointed by that.
Ray Miser, thank you for the 50 bits. Merry Christmas, guys. You always make me smile and wish nothing but the best for you guys. Keep it up with the content and never stop being funny.
Oh, thank you so much. That's
Merry
so
Christmas.
kind.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. You both deserve $3 million for Christmas. Heather, you also deserve some soup. Thank you. Yes, it'll be nice on the throat.
Yes, we'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Thank you. Please. I'll give you the address. That's fine.
Eastern 57, thank you for the 1,225 bits. Appreciate that. Who is the second M stocking for? Ayana A, Barney B, Brad D, Doug H, Heather, Jim, Malcolm, Mystery M, Rob, Tamra, Walter.
Maybe. I guess we're not going by last name. Maybe Mike. Maybe.
Must
I'm
be.
trying to think. Yeah, that's my guess.
Chorus, thank you for the 50 bits. So, Heather, how's Star Wars Rebels going? Any words to encourage Doug? Also, what do you think about the blue guy? You know who. Yeah, I am on the beginning of season 4 of Rebels. It is so good. I've been very captivated by Rebels, which I've been saying from the get-go. So yeah, Rebels is great, Doug. You'll love Rebels. And honestly, if we're talking about you doing Fallen Order, you should watch Rebels as you're playing Fallen Order, because they don't have crossover, but they have a similar vibe.
Okay. And I already know who the blue guy is. So.
Inquisitors and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I love the blue guy's a great villain.
I can't. I'm honestly really excited because I did read the books with him in it, and
Nice.
when I heard that, I was just like, what? Oh, I can't wait to see. I even remember him like in, was it TIE Fighter? They had him in that, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'd love to see this guy in like a show or a movie or something. So I'm really excited to see that.
I also don't really think, like, not to be that person, but I don't think it's a spoiler to say that Thrawn is in Rebels.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I don't think it is either.
I don't think it is. I think most people know that. I knew that about the series before I saw it, you know?
I'll say just in case.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. Is there any Oscar or Academy Awards category winner that left you confused as to why that particular movie won? Like Best Picture, music, whatever?
There's ones I disagree with, but in terms of like I was really confused. And maybe the one year when they had like Tom Cruise, Haley Joel Osment, Michael Clark Duncan, Russell Crowe, and Michael Caine, and they gave it to Michael Caine. Even Michael Caine went up and he's like, "Oh, you bloody stupid!" He's like, I'm gonna be here again. If these go, I don't know if they're coming back. I mean, come on. So like that was one where even he was kind of scratching his head. He's like, okay, and he was very nice. Like he actually like went down the row of all the people who were nominated and said how fantastic they were and stuff like that. Just straight up said, I really don't deserve this.
I'm just going to say one phrase and no explanation. Academy Award winning Suicide Squad.
Over Star Trek.
Right. Along came Sonic. Thank you for the 50 bits. What are your thoughts on Come and Learn with Pibby? And if you haven't seen it, then go check it out.
Yeah, there's not Pibby?
Pibby.
Oh, is this what I think it is? Hold on. Okay, I have not seen this yet. And it's funny because somebody asked me last time, and I keep saying every time I write something like that's original, not nostalgia critic or anything, it's always done either like a year later or like after I write the script or something. And I did have an idea like this, very similar, but I didn't write it down yet. I was telling Rob about it. And as soon as I checked out that trailer, I'm just like, this just proves my point here. Take a look. And I showed it to him. He's like, yeah, well, okay.
Alan, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug and Heather, hope y'all and everyone at Channel Awesome and all your family have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for another great year or great content on y'all's parts. Love you guys.
Well, thank you so much. Back at you.
Antari, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, at some point, please do NCs for the Rugrats movies. They're cute but hilariously flawed, and your thoughts will be entertaining for sure.
I got them on the list. I'll probably do them like early next year because I wouldn't mind looking at those again because I don't think I've seen Rugrats since like its original run. So it'll be interesting to look at it, years later.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. This past week, I finished watching Rebels. I think it's a very solid show. On top of that, there's 2 or 3 scenes that really stand out. I think you'll really like it.
Yeah, no, I know there's a couple scenes that like I haven't watched all of it, but I've seen like clips, and I know like some are referenced in like the last season of Clone Wars and stuff like that. So I'm really curious to see how they like work that all in and what they do with it. So yeah, no, I'm super excited.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which annoying Disney grandmother did you like more? The music-hating grandma from Coco or the one from Encanto?
I mean, I hate that kind of character already, honestly. I guess I'll say Encanto because I like the idea a little bit more. Where in Coco, I just hate. Well, this person was a musician, so no music. I'm like, oh my god, it's like saying someone's a chef, so no food. It's like, just come the fuck on. I wonder what the lesson's going to be. But thankfully, the movie was so good, even despite that. And actually worked with it very well. But where in Encanto, I feel like they got the idea was a little bit more interesting, and the reasoning why was cool too.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. I just watched the documentary series on Apple TV called The Long Way Round. It's Ewan McGregor and his buddy Charlie riding their motorcycle around the world. It is very cool if you like Ewan McGregor, motorcycles, or the world.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this. All right, looks kind of cool. Oh, guy, he looks really young too. It's just like an older film. 2004 to 2010. Okay, yeah, so a little bit back. Cool. Yeah, try to check it out.
Hewlett fan, thank you for the 75 bits. Have you seen the new Netflix Cowboy Bebop? As terrible as it may be, also do you know that the series has already been canceled? Yeah, that's bad.
I started it. I couldn't finish it, but I really, because I think this is mad important. I really want to emphasize I'm very thankful that the people who made it were clearly fans, were trying to give something that was faithful and different and put a lot of money into it and wanted to make it weird and strange, but kind of dark and crazy and a mix of everything. I really, because there's a lot of adaptations where they don't do that. They're just like, oh, I don't know, read the cliff notes and then make up some shit. We don't care. I really highly respect that they did that. I just don't think they knew how to do it. And I feel really bad because you can clearly feel the passion. And I hope they find something else that they can really excel at, because you can tell they got a lot of love and a lot of passion behind them.
Joxcab, thank you for the 50 bits. Christmas, favorite Christmas hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres?
I didn't know this wasn't a thing for everyone, but my grandma used to make these things called ham roll-ups. That's like ham and like cream cheese and pickles. They're very good. And I didn't know everyone didn't have ham roll-ups growing up, but I love ham roll-ups. They're very nostalgic for me.
I hate pickles. That wouldn't go for me. Honestly, just we're talking about like Costco shrimp and stuff like that. Just shrimp, and then like some good like cheese and crackers beforehand. I really, really like. Yeah, a dinner rolls is another weird thing. That's like, if you do that right, I just love them and I'll munch them all up. So yeah, I not that creative, but I'm a basic bitch that way.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which Doom Patrol main villain did you like more, Mr. Nobody or the Brain?
I think Mr. Nobody, though I did really like the Brain. Mr. Nobody's fourth wall breaking was fun, and he was just so cynical when breaking the fourth wall as well. I love when he says, critics, they'll probably hate this show. I thought that was a lot more fun.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Question for all of you. Was there a scene in a movie that caught you by surprise with laughter that stuck with you? For me, in Austin Powers, where the Irish hitman was telling Dr. Evil that people are always after his lucky charms.
I mean, I know there are, but my mind's going blank. I guess I'll just say the first one that came in my head was when we first saw There's Something About Mary, and he's trying to bring the dog back to life, and he tries using these two little wires, and when he zaps him, the dog literally flies up into the air and back down. That really, really, like, that's one where we're trying to, like, I saw my brother, and we're both, like, biting, like, our fingers like that, trying to stop laughing, because it's like, okay, people laugh, but then they stop, and we're, like, still laughing, and we're trying to stop.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. How much are you enjoying all the Disney-cember songs in every Disney-cember review? One of them is me.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I think someone in the comments maybe is doing the, like, I'm not positive. That Disney nerd.
Oh, no. Okay. I think they're talking about the little on the whatever 12th day of December. To me. Okay, they're talking about that. Gotcha. Yeah, no, and what's funny is that, I'd always kind of look forward to those every year, and now there's like a couple. There's like 3 or 4 going, which I think is kind of fun. At first I was like, oh, like somebody's stealing the bit, but everyone kind of has like a different one going, and I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool. Like, there's a few different variations, so I like it.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you checked out Gooby? You don't have to review it, I just want your thoughts. Also, have you finished the first 2 seasons of Hilda? The Hilda movie comes out in a week.
No, wait, this can't be the Gooby I'm thinking of. Are we talking about a movie, Gooby? I'm sorry, I am not finding Gooby. I feel like I've heard that before.
Yeah, we've looked that up before.
But it's not popping up for some reason. How's it spelled again?
Gooby.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I was spelling that wrong. Yeah, there he is. No, I still haven't. He looks horrifying, but I still haven't gotten around to it. I'm sorry. And no, I still haven't watched Hilda either. I think it's still going to take a minute. I do want to see the movie. I want to finish the show, but I think it's going to take a minute.
Joxcab, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, what is your favorite South Park song from the show and not the movie?
I mean, I think it's Chef's Salty Balls. Come on. Everybody ever seen my balls? And that just cracked me up. Yeah, I love that.
Hypergirl Jen, thank you for the 50 bits. Speaking of South Park, have you seen either of the new post-COVID specials? I'm sure someone has asked this, but I'm late.
I've seen clips, and the clips I saw were pretty fucking funny. And again, I'm just watching this, just like, oh, preach, man, preach, holy shit! Like so many things they're saying, I'm just like, yes, the shellfish joke, like. I was like showing that to my friends and everything, just like, no, you gotta just see this clip. But I have not seen the whole thing. But what I've seen, it has really made me laugh.
Forrest, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, Jabba's son from Clone Wars movie is Rhoda, his name. They mentioned it at least 5 times. Rhoda, son of Jabba, etc. By the way, what about Clone Wars Tartakovsky series?
Oh, yeah, I guess that kind of counts because it's. Yeah, I should check that out because I like that dude's stuff. That might be something to look at next. Yeah, how many was it? Like 3 specials they did of those. Because everyone says those are great too. So I should.
They're very good. That's
yeah.
High school Heather loved those, and that's why she loved General Grievous.
I remember everybody.
She was edgy.
I remember everybody saying like. Yeah, they're a lot better than the prequels and stuff. That's what I thought people were talking about when they said the Clone Wars show. So that's, another thing I should check out. And yeah, I'm sure they said Jabba's son's name a couple times, but they mostly called him Stinky. And I'm concerned about Stinky. I'm like, that doesn't work, guys.
Psychotic Yoshi, thank you for gifting that sub to Hypergirl Jen. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's get this giveaway started. Yeah, because it's going to take 30 minutes for us to do it. Again, we're going to be giving away a Legend of Zelda Game & Watch.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Exactly. Let us get that started. Okay, there it is in chat. Anu, it didn't get your first one. So exclamation point raffle in the chat to be entered to win this. You do have to be a follower. You also have to be here when we draw the winner in about 30 minutes. If you've already won twice, which I think only applies to one person, you cannot apply again or win again rather. Otherwise, I think that's it.
I think we're good.
Cool. Awesome. I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Will you ever review the film known as Scrooged?
I don't watch Brad's review. Because the funny thing is, I like that movie. I weirdly don't love it.
Oh, yeah? Scrooged?
Yeah. You think I would love it.
Yeah.
But something about it just is a little off. And I did hear it was edited down quite a bit. But I still like it. I like the way it works. I'm always like, yeah, that works. Something about it never fully grabs me. And it's one I could never fully explain. That's one of the reasons I don't talk about it too much, because it's one of those where I'm like, well, I should be able to explain this, and I can't for some reason. But I'll watch it like every, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years around Christmas time. But like, it's not one of those I'll always put on. So yeah, I don't know. If I ever did do a review, it'd be more like me trying to figure out why I never 100% got into it.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, how do you feel about the old man in Home Alone? Because this might sound callous, but that was the most boring part of the movie. I know this is a purpose, but I could care less. Or I couldn't care less, sorry.
You know, when I was a kid, I thought that, and now it's like my favorite shit, man. That's my favorite stuff in the movie. You know, I feel like it's kind of like It's a Wonderful Life. I didn't see it as a kid, but if I did, I know I'd be bored to death by it. I wouldn't get into it. Now it's like one of my favorite things to watch because I so identify with like a lot of the problems he's going through, and then it just feels all the more heartwarming at the end when everything, you know, like comes together and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. More with age, I love it more and more, and especially as much as I made fun of Culkin's acting, his look at the end when he's staring out the window, I mean, that is just like, that's the most genuine thing I feel like I've ever seen from him as an actor, and it just melts me every single time. So I mean, if it doesn't grab you, fair enough, but yeah, I love it.
Kermit Wazowski, thank you for the 50 bits. Just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Going to see you guys at C2E2 was the highlight of a pretty tough year. Thanks for everything. Also, I'm glad I got you thinking about a Chart Guy's wedding.
Yes, I should probably get working on that. Yeah, it was great seeing you too, man. Yeah, that's one of the things I love the most about getting back to cons is seeing all these people I haven't seen in a really, really long time. So yeah, it's really, really great.
And I'm loving because we did a lot more Twitch stuff during the pandemic. I'm loving like finally meeting Twitch people IRL.
Yeah,
I love
definitely.
it.
It's like so cool.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. What are both of your favorite meals to cook? And Doug, you look like the kind of guy that has a meat smoker. Do you got a meat smoker?
um, I don't food. I can't make anything at
Really?
all unless there's a lot of straightforward instructions, like from HelloFresh or something like that. But anything that's like, yeah, go ahead and just make this. I can't. I burn water. I'm that bad.
I like to make just a good stir fry because you put a meat, you put the veggies, you put whatever seasonings you want on it, and boom, it's beautiful.
I should point out, Rob is an excellent cook.
Yes.
Both him and his wife, and thankfully my wife's a phenomenal cook too. So everyone I know can cook except me. Like I said, even when I do like the HelloFresh stuff, I have to look at really closely and be like, okay, so there's that, and there's that. I'm like an old person trying to figure out a computer, kind of thing.
Hewlett fan, thank you for the 50 bits. What reviews this year was the most fun to make and made you laugh the most?
I mean, Cats is coming into my mind just because it was so cool seeing everybody again, and
Yeah.
everyone was just throwing jokes back and forth and stuff like that. I guess I'll say that one.
Antari, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, when you finish watching Star Wars Rebels and Amphibia, still hasn't ended, there's another great underrated show I think worth adding to your list, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. It's like a mix between Power Rangers and Teen Titans.
I've heard that title before. It's a very difficult title to forget. Maybe I'll check it out because I don't know anything about it, but I know I've heard that title. And I'm assuming I've heard good things about it. So, yeah, maybe.
Space Coyote, thank you for the 50 bits. I know you love Arcane, but any thoughts on Dragon's Blood, the Dota 2 anime? It's not as good as Arcane in my opinion, but it's still not bad.
I don't even think I've heard of it. Try to check it out.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Which Muppet movie villain is your favorite?
Was it Doc Hopper? He was pretty funny. And Max, they were pretty funny. I'll go with them.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits, and I think this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I've already read it, for Matrix. So I guess if you haven't seen Matrix yet, we'll give you a thumbs up when we're done with the question, because I don't know how else to ask the question. So we're doing it. I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. I have an idea for a better Matrix movie than Matrix Resurrections. Have the story of Resurrections be a part of Neo's head, like the beginning of the movie.
That's what I wanted, honestly. I wanted it like New Nightmare, like really constantly blending what's going on and what isn't, and then about halfway through, they're just like, "Oh no, it's just the usual Matrix stuff," and it's like, ah. So, that's really what I will look forward to. That would have been a lot more risky, and I think would have been a good finale if they wanted one. But yeah, no, either Lana or Warner Brothers was like, no, we gotta go back to the same stuff. So it's a shame, but I hear there's people enjoying it too. So I guess I can't complain too much, given the fan base what they want.
All right, and we're done talking about Matrix. Chorus, thank you for the 50 bits. Which Kingdom Hearts do you think had the best storyline, not gameplay, just storyline? In my opinion, Birth by Sleep is golden gold. Everyone has to see it. By the way, a year ago, there is an announced Kingdom Hearts cartoon that is scheduled to be on Disney Plus. Is Christmas Eve at my place, so happy Christmas to you.
Oh, Merry Christmas. What's the two's not bad. I don't know why, even though I didn't play it, I really like the story of the one in between 1 and 2. What's that? Oh, Chain of Memories, is that
Yeah.
it?
Mhm.
I really like that story. Like all of that was really fascinating, just being trapped in that place, and there's someone that kind of has these memories, and she's doing these drawings, and they're kind of manipulating people, and all of that was really, really fascinating. So I guess I'll go with that.
Small Movie World, thank you again for gifting those 10 subs. We super appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you. Jocks Cap, thank you for the 50 bits. It's probably too late to suggest this, Doug, but do you think Mickey's Christmas Carol is Dark Toons material?
Uh, no, but I did. I mean, there's really only one dark scene in there. But the one I have coming up on Christmas Day, I was kind of like, oh, that could technically be a good Dark Tunes because it's a downer throughout most of it. And it's one of my favorite things. I guess I won't ruin it. Give it away. But yeah, you'll see it Disney December on Christmas.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. This is technically not a spoiler. There's one or two spoilers in here that I might redact.
Omit.
I don't know. Some of the stuff has been in the trailers, so if you saw the trailers, if you're avoiding the trailers, you may want to mute until we give you a thumbs up, but some of this was in the trailers. Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. When you review Spider-Man No Way Home, Doug, may I recommend Jim as Morbius? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's not in the trailers. Morbius is not in the movie. They're just... Okay, never mind. They're just listing off characters. Never mind. Jim as Morbius, Tamara as Doc Ock, Walter as Sandman, Malcolm as Electro, Brad as Lizard, Papa Walker as Vulture, Rob as Green Goblin, and Heather as Venom. Or Venom, in her case.
You can recommend it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
No. All right, we're done talking about Spider-Man. Thumbs up. Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. At first I was pondering why Ayana was the fourth wall breaker, but then she hit me, pun intended. Her last name is Wade. Kind of sounds like Vade, as in Vade Wilson, aka Deadpool. Isn't it Wade Wilson? It's not Vade, right? It is Wade.
Got it. You figured it out.
Okay.
Congrats. None of that was planned at all. No, it was more, I was just like, I haven't given Ayana a big role recently. I'll give her this one. This one's pretty fun.
TMB Jr., thank you for the 200 bits. Have you seen Hit Monkey yet? No, I haven't.
Yeah, and I can't, God, there's so many shows to watch. I'm just catching up on Always Sunny right now.
Spotlight TQ, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug, throwing this out here for next year's Christmas time. Have it so some character steals the critic's love of Christmas and makes him watch bad Christmas movies, but at the end of the month, his friends make him watch a good Christmas movie to get it back.
I mean, we kind of did that with Christmas Story 2, but I guess not exactly. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be an idea.
Cypher, thank you for the 100 bits. Gonna get baked and have a virtual Christmas party with the homies tonight. Plenty of ganja on deck, and of course, we're watching Disney December all night. That sounds dope, Cypher. Where can I join? That sounds super dope. I love that. Good for you, man. I want to be doing that.
Right.
Eastern 57, thank you for the 400 bits. Appreciate that. Doug, 40 just means you can eat. You can use the term shame eat. I do it all the time.
Shame eat? I don't know that term. Do you know that one?
I think it's just you're ashamed of everything that you're eating.
Oh, no, it's quite the opposite. I'm ashamed of things I can't eat now because my body's not reacting that well to it. But again, it's kind of good news because it's usually food that's bad for you anyway. So it's like, all right, well, it's just tell me, hey, this is bad for you because I didn't get the clue before. So now I'm getting it more.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, has Hallmark/Lifetime Christmas movies gotten any better in the past few years, in your opinion?
I mean, define better, because part of their charm is that they're not good, but they give you this very distinct formula you're looking for. I guess like slasher movies. It's like there are some that are really legit good, but it's like part of what makes them good is also what makes them bad. Also, you want this formula, you want these cliches, but you want like these different spins on them. You want them to do them in a fun way where they're kind of self-aware, but they're not winking too hard. It's a trickier balance than it seems. But yeah, so I guess it's hard to say. I will say there was one Netflix one we saw about two guys falling in love. It was one of the few times where I was like, okay, I believe the chemistry in this one, because that is something in a lot of rom-coms where I'm just like, I don't buy the chemistry. I'm just in it for like the Christmas decorations in the background and the
Yeah.
funny because it looks lame. But this was one of the few where I'm like, okay, I legit believe these two are in love. That's very rare in like a Christmas rom-com.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. What would you say are the top 5 shows or movies you reviewed and or are yet to review for Disney December?
Oh, I mean, just like favorite, you mean? Man, I don't know. I guess that's just like saying favorite Disney movie or whatever. I mean, I guess Fantasia is my favorite. Mary Poppins would be up there. Hunchback, stuff like that. Yeah, there you go. There's 3, I guess.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. Would you ever review That Thing You Do? I love that movie.
I have never seen it all the way through, and I should, because I still remember that song. It's a catchy as hell song.
Power fan, thank you for that 10-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Keep up the great content. Thank you. We will,
Thank
as
you.
long as you guys want to watch it.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know, there's about 15 minutes left in this giveaway, so if you haven't already done so, exclamation point raffle in the chat to enter to win a Legends of Zelda Game & Watch.
Mr. Game and Watch. Sorry, I don't know why I think that's funny. Maybe I don't. I just want attention.
Maybe you just have to do it.
Just have to do it.
I know it, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Which video game films are you more excited for? The Mario movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, or the second one, or Uncharted? I'm most excited for Uncharted, if I'm being real with you.
I mean, I know nothing about Uncharted, so I have no expectations of it. I guess Mario, just because I'm curious what they're gonna do, how they're gonna make that work, / if they're gonna make that work. You know, and Sonic the second one looks fun, honestly, from what I saw. But yeah, I'm just really curious what they're gonna do with Mario.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. Would you ever do a review of The Disaster Artist? I think that would be interesting.
Maybe I'd have to think of like an interesting angle to discuss it, but I don't know. I could see doing something like that. Actually, if I could get Greg Sestero back for that again, that'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I know it, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, do you think you'll check out Hairspray 2007? In my opinion, it's the best adaptation of Hairspray.
Oh, I saw it. I like it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Travolta.
It's fun.
Yeah. What was I doing saying that Pulp Fiction was my favorite Travolta performance? Come on, Hairspray, man. That right there.
Letter Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm invoking the law of Nightmare Before Christmas here, Halloween and Christmas. People know that vampires are repelled by garlic, but I found out a while ago that garlic also repels mosquitoes who are also bloodsuckers. Do you think that fact might have played a part in the development of the vampire lore?
Maybe. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's actually really fascinating. Huh. I don't know. I looked that up.
Yeah. Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, for next year's Christmas review, may I recommend the movie A Very Merry Toy Story, starring Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez. Mostly because of Tara Strong, who has a supporting role. Her character is super horny for the local idiot. It's hilarious.
Maybe I'll do it as a Disney December. I don't know if I do it as an NC, but I'll check it out. Yeah, I don't even think I've heard of it.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Now that Hawkeye is over for now, maybe I should read a book? Any recommendations? Heard there's this new book, should be great, the Book of Boba Fett, I think it's called. Nah, I'm joking. I'm hyped for more Ming-Na Wen in Star Wars universe.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool they gave Boba Fett kind of like, you know, a sidekick assistant too. I think that's pretty cool because you always think of him as like a loner. And then it's like, no. Now he's got like, you know, secondhand woman. Like I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know it, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Well, since most of the actors are being replaced in Has Been Hotel, who would you think would make good fits? In my opinion, I could see Kimiko Glenn, Lena from DuckTales, and Penny from the Spider-Verse as Charlie, Stephanie Beatriz, Mirabelle from Encanto as Vaggie, and Mike Faced, Rift in the new West Side Story as Angel Dust.
Just throw in the cast of Parks and Rec, and I'll be good. Something about that cast does weirdly remind me of them. That'd probably be my bizarre fan casting.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, did you hear that the actor who voiced Jimmy Pesto in Bob's Burgers was part of the January 6th insurrection and now he's out? Couldn't believe it.
Right? How weird was that? I just looked and I was just like, no, that can't be real. I was like, apparently it is. So
I've said this before, I'll continue saying it. When you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, and this is your stupid prize, friend.
Yeah, well, what weird news? Just when you think you've heard the weirdest thing. Yeah, bizarre.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, did you hear that the actor... Oh, I just read that, sorry. I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Did you hear Scoob is getting a prequel film titled Holiday Haunt that'll come out on HBO Max in 2022? It'll actually focus on a mystery, unlike the first film.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a pup named Scooby Doo, and they're gonna have him like a lot younger, like them as like little kids. Which that'd be fun. I like that movie fine for what it was, though I do get why people would not like it and not get into it. But I thought it was fun.
Real Spence Dog, thank you for that subscription. Welcome. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. Do you remember the Drew Carey show?
Yeah, maybe I should watch it again because I don't remember getting into it when I was younger. I didn't dislike any of those people. Just the show in general, I couldn't get into. But I always hear people talking about it. I do think back, like, yeah, that was so weird. It was so bizarre. Like, maybe I would like it now.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, what is the difference between playing against your type and playing to your strengths in movies/TV?
I mean, I feel like they kind of explain themselves. Playing against, let's say I always play like a big over-the-top character. What? Crazy. And suddenly I play something that's like really subtle and quiet. That'd be playing against type. But then playing to your strength, it's like, well, if I keep doing the big over-the-top stuff, maybe I'm, that's what I shine at, and that's what people like to see. But I guess they can be the same because maybe your strength is something that is against type. You never know. Maybe you're better at drama than you are comedy, or vice versa, and you don't do it as much. So there you go.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, did you watch Centaur World? I saw the trailer and was like, nope, but I heard it's actually okay.
Yeah, I started it. It's maybe I should continue it because I really got into the first episode, and then when you see the direction it's going, it's like, oh, all right, like this is fine. Again, it's just not for me. It wasn't grabbing me, but a lot of people tell me it gets pretty good. So maybe I should watch it all the way through. But it is good. I'm not all gonna say it's bad. It's worth giving a shot because I think the people that get into it are really gonna get into it. So I do say check it out.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. I just discovered someone using Stan Lee's reputation to sell a dead artist's drawing on it as an NFT. Can we stop using dead people to make money?
Well, I mean, that's never, especially who owns rights and stuff like that, that's never going to stop. But NFT, like, I have no interest or anything like that. So, I mean, it's like, I just barely follow it. So, yeah, I'm not the guy to ask about it.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Will you ever check out the new Scream or the 355? I'm not interested in Scream, but I do love the directors considering that they made Ready or Not. As for 355, it just looks like another feminist action movie, like the 2019 Charlie's Angels, but not a comedy.
I never even heard of 355.
I didn't either. And I realized maybe it's 355. I'm just so used to Chicago saying 355.
Oh, yeah. Official trade. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. In terms of Scream, that's another one I never got into. Like it's fine, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe because I'm not a huge slasher film guy. Like a slasher film has to do something really different, something like the original Black Christmas, where it's like really thinking outside the box, or Candyman. But the usual, like, here's just some dumb people doing dumb stuff and someone's going to stab them and everything. It's like, I get why there's that formula. I get why they're popular. I get why people want to see this stuff over and over. It just doesn't grab me. That's what Scream was, just kind of pointing it out a little bit more. So yeah, I don't really have that much excitement for it. I'm sure I'll have to see it again for my job, but yeah, there's no super hype for it.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the 50 bits. Who was your favorite and least favorite member of the Fellowship of the Rings?
Favorite? I gotta go through all the ones that are in it. I guess I got a soft spot for Merry and Pippin. I guess I'll say that they're probably my favorite.
Okay.
And then least favorite. Man.
There's no least favorite. They're all great. They all serve their own purpose.
I'll
I will
say this.
refuse to answer that.
I'll say this: when they get Gimli wrong, that hurts the most. Because I really like Gimli in the book, and I like him in the Bakshi one.
That's fair.
He is a little goofy, but it's like he still had like this dignity to him. And when they really just wanted to make him over the top, silly, burping and farting and doing the one-liners, that's where I'm just like, okay, you're really pushing this here, blockbuster movie. So yeah, I guess I'll say it, but I don't dislike him.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Who would be your fictional person of the year from 2021? For me, it's a tie between Agatha and Yelena Belova. Black Widow's sister, Yelena.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, again, I'd have to just look at like what's come out here.
Yeah, my favorite fictional person of 2021 is a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm like on episode 6 of Arcane, and like maybe just the whole cast of Arcane.
Yeah, can I say that? That's a good answer. That's a good answer, man. I'll go with that.
Psychotic Yoshi, thank you for the 50 bits. What are your thoughts on the 2009 film adaptation of the show Land of the Lost, starring Will Ferrell and Danny McBride, and will you review it for an NC episode in the future?
I never did see it. I don't have much interest. The Land of the Lost I grew up with the reboot in, I think it was the early 90s, and it was bizarre and stupid, but I did like watching it. So I don't even know the original show that well. I know the spinoff that like nobody remembers. So I don't know if I'm the guy to talk about that movie.
Just so you all know, there's less than 5 minutes left on the giveaway. ! Raffle in the chat if you want to enter. So far, there's only 23 people entered in this raffle. I'm just saying. That's
Mr. Game & Watch.
Pretty great odds for, a Legends of Zelda Game & Watch. Dillbomb, thank you for the 50 bits. Favorite movie to ever win Best Picture?
God, that's an hour. I'd have to like go through the list. I know all these movies that were nominated, but it's like, no, that didn't win. I don't know. Maybe I can look at a list real fast while you go to the next one.
All right. I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Speaking of Charlie's Angels, will you check out the first 2 Charlie's Angels movies? Those films are a lot of fun, despite the fact that they're cheesy.
Yeah, I was going to, and then everybody, because I've never seen them, and everybody was telling me just like, yeah, it's just kind of there. It's not good. It's not bad. It just kind of exists. And I was like, all right. So I just kind of pushed it off, and everybody I talk to, they all say that. They're just like, yeah, it's there. So I really thought I was going to see something like really crazy or cringy, and everyone's like, no, I mean, it's not good. It's not bad. Favorite movie, Amadeus. That's my favorite Best Picture.
Good choice.
Yeah, Patton's a close second.
Spotlight, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug, when you get to playing Jedi Fallen Order, you will have a quote fun time quote facing the ninth sister. It took me 2 hours to beat her. Took me 2 streams to beat her.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, we all saw how well I did in Kingdom Hearts 2 defeating that one boss, so we'll see how that goes.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 50 bits. What's your favorite movie studio logo from which era?
I always kind of like TriStar in the 80s, just that little horse going the patoo, patoo, and then just when it jumps and forms wings and just the music's like bum, 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 I'm just like, oh my god, a movie's starting. What? I don't know why I really got into that.
Dill Bomb, thank you for the 50 bits. Favorite South Park episode?
Oh, I think the like personal favorite, probably the Warcraft one. That just made me laugh so hard. And I do have a soft spot for the Passion one too, because that, like, when that movie came out, like, that's all I was saying, and like, just for like something to finally say, no, we see it too, was nice.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, in Home Alone 2, when Kevin's mom smacked Tim Curry, that never really sat right with me to this day. I don't care if it's a worried mom looking for her kid. No way anybody would stand there and take that. Maybe you can help me make sense of that?
I mean, you get a funny reaction from Tim Curry, and anything is worth a funny reaction from Tim Curry, so I'm pro that.
Super true, super true. Mark Creation Studios, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug, so what's the plan for tomorrow? Will you guys be trying the Kingdom Hearts Limit Cut bosses again, or will you try reacting to the cutscenes live, or are you just tired of Kingdom Hearts by now? I think I saw in
We're gonna
chat.
have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I think I saw in chat people told you this, but yeah, I thought we mentioned that last week, that was our last stream of 2021.
Yeah,
because
because
this
next
week
week
is
is New
Christmas
Year's,
Eve
but, like-
is tomorrow, and then the week after that is New Year's Eve. But I think the heart of the question here is, do you think you're going to react live to the cutscenes, like watch them live?
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm most likely just gonna start whatever the next game is that we're gonna do, and we're still talking over what that's gonna be. But we'll see. We'll still talk it over.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. There's a PlayStation game coming out you guys might like called Forspoken. It has one of the main actresses from that Totally Spies movie Elizabeth Banks made. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for Forspoken. I've been hearing a lot of hype for it. It sounds super cool.
Oh,
It's not, I don't know if it's your style of game. It's an RPG. It's Square Enix, isn't it? I'm asking chat because I'm assuming you don't know.
I do not know.
I'm pretty sure it's an original property by Square Enix, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm interested in checking out Forspoken.
Okay. Chaplain.
Chaplain. Flutter Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug. As a suggestion for a future game you could play on stream, I'd like to suggest Fran Bow. It's a game Tamara has been playing on her channel. It has a lot of those dark fantasy horror elements I'm sure you'd enjoy. Some elements from the game feel like an even darker version of Coraline, complete with Black Cat Companion.
Cool. I mean, like I said, I mean, the main reason we're doing the Friday ones is to do like kind of Disney games for Disney December. But if we need a palate cleanser in between, I guess we'll look that up. What was it called again?
Fran Bow.
Okay. Yeah. Try to look it up.
Sage of Pain, thank you for the 50 bits. If Coco was level in Kingdom Hearts, would you prefer it was a combat level or a rhythm game level a la Atlantis?
I mean, the rhythm would make more sense. But it would be fun to kind of like, especially because you have all the skeletons, you can like rip arms off and fling them around and stuff like that. That'd be kind of fun too. But I imagine it'd probably be a rhythm game.
Mark Creation, thank you for the 50 bits. Scratch that. I meant next week. I forgot what day tomorrow was. Yeah, and that's fine.
But
And yeah,
even then,
it's
the
New
week
Year's
after-
Eve.
yeah, New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
sorry. All right, let's pick a winner for this giveaway because
Yeah.
the giveaway has ended. So let's do that. Our last
Do it.
Christmas giveaway. Who's the winner? My sweater decided that was very jolly. All right. Let's pick a winner. Zero name ZX. Are you still here?
Are you?
You're
Let us
amazing.
know if you're out.
We are on delay, so you may see us like sitting here while you're like typing. I'm here. We are on delay.
Yeah. We'll wait a second. We'll wait a second.
Yes. Are you still here? Oh, it is you, Zero Name. Congratulations. Woohoo. All right.
Well done.
Well done. Congratulations. Someone from the team, probably Wayflow, is going to contact you and get your information, and you will have a Legends of Zelda Game & Watch heading over your way.
Congrats. Major. Congrats.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Indeed.
Dillbomb, thank you for the 50 bits. What was your favorite Christmas present you ever got as a kid?
The one that always jumps out to me, we knew we were getting it, but as soon as we saw like the box, and it was of the Super Nintendo, and like because we already had the Nintendo, and just knowing there was like, yeah, no, it's like a Nintendo Plus, like just double the cool of the original, and all the games, they're like improved and new, and it's a sequel and everything, and so we were just so excited, and when we opened that up and we saw it, there were just like, oh my god. I think we're even like joking it up. We're like, wait, before we open it, let's breathe in the essence. We're like, and then we like both open it up together, and I still remember how much fun that was. Just opening it was so fucking cool.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. Is Fantastic Mr. Fox going to be a Disney December review this year? Also, will you review the Disney True Story sports movies like The Rookie, Miracle, Remember the Titans next year?
Maybe I will. I remember those being pretty good. I might do Fantastic Mr. Fox next year because everybody says it's really good, and I haven't seen it. And even though Disney didn't own Fox by then, it's like I might just cheat to make an excuse to watch it and talk about it because everyone says it's really, really good. So I will try to check that out.
Danny R., thank you for the 50 bits. What do you think matters more when it comes to a great movie? Great characters or a great story?
I mean, ideally, you try to have
Both.
But if one, what will save it for me is having a good character over good story. Because you can have a great story, but if you don't give a shit about anybody, it's not going to matter. Where if you have a bad story, but the people are really likable, at least that kind of feels like a good conversation you're having, or like, well, these people feel alive, and that's part of the thing, is like, feeling like you're with someone else or someplace else. And I feel like you get that more with a good character than you do a good story. But yeah, ideally both.
Mark Creation Studios, thank you for the 50 bits. I meant the week after next week. I'm so dumb. No, it's fine. I know it's the calendar is hard. We haven't really completely talked about it yet because we're just trying to survive the holidays first, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Danny R., thank you for the 50 bits. Which movie do you like better, The Truman Show or Ed TV? I prefer Ed TV.
I never did see Ed TV. I just heard it wasn't that hot because it was trying to do what Truman Show did, but not as good. But I shouldn't judge. I haven't seen it, so maybe I should check it out.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. I have an idea how the MCU should introduce the X-Men. Maybe Marvel should dedicate Phase 6 for each core member of the 90s X-Men team to get their own solo movie, and Phase 6 ends with them coming together, but leave Wolverine last before the team up. What do you think?
I mean, it's cool, but man, that's a long game, and Marvel already plays the long game because there's a lot of X-Men. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm always down for exploring the X-Men as much as possible. That's why I liked it as a comic. Like, you could take an issue to really dive into a character, and it could be a different character each issue.
Cool Tate, thank you for that 10-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that. Hewlett fan, thank you for the 200 bits. Izzy Bits just wanted to say, oh, sorry, never mind. Hope you guys and everyone else at Channel Awesome have a truly brilliant Christmas. You've always been extremely kind and funny people, and you deserve all the happiness in this hard year. Heather's cat ears are so cute. Thank you. And could you ever possibly review any Sony animated movies like Hotel Transylvania or Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
I've talked about Hotel Transylvania a couple times. I really like those movies until the third one. I didn't like the third one that much. But yeah, the other two I would watch like every Halloween. I think they're like legit good family-friendly Halloween films. And I never did see Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's another one where it just looked dumb, and then everybody's like, no, it's pretty good. So I should probably check it out.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 150 bits. Hello, everyone, and also Merry Christmas, Doug and Heather, and everyone. Sorry, was wrapping presents. No, that's fine. That's a hard thing to do. It's got to get done.
Yeah.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. Since today is the 23rd, happy Festivus.
For the rest of us.
Wayflow, thank you for that 28-month subscription.
Oh my God,
thank
crazy.
You.
Thank you.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. I might sound out of the loop here, but did you know the actress who played John McClane's wife is the aunt of Macaulay Culkin?
No.
I didn't know that either.
Huh. It's funny because I'm thinking in the movie now, like, where was she in Home Alone? I'm like, oh, the actual aunt of Macaulay Culkin. No, I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Dragon's Toy, thank you for the 69 bits. Malcolm's chart guy gonna dress up like a sky portal for the honeymoon?
Oh, fuck. Don't give me ideas.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Meeting you guys for C2E2 every year is my C2E2 tradition. I love you guys' energy and atmosphere. Heather, you're my favorite. Don't tell Rob. Thank you. I was so nice to meet you. Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 200 bits. Doug, I do have a request for you for a movie to see that I found quite enjoyable. It's called Hope Floats, and it stars Sandra Bullock, Harry Connick Jr., and a very young Mae Whitman, Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender, as Bullock's daughter in the movie, and she's really good in it, along with her co-stars.
That's right. Yeah, I remember when this movie was advertised. Yeah, I might check it out. Maybe I'll watch it with my wife. It looks like a movie she would like.
Jocks Cab, thank you for the 50 bits. Favorite microwave food? I discovered instant ramen a couple of years ago, and I think I'm addicted. Help!
It's gonna sound weird. Leftover chili microwaved is really, really good.
Interesting.
Sometimes even better than when it's made fresh. I don't know why. I don't know what the secret is, but sometimes, like, it's good to have a lot of leftover chili because when you put it in the microwave, sometimes it's better.
Danny R, thank you for the 50 bits. What's your favorite Pete Postlethwaite movie?
Oh, possibly, yeah. Boy, I never really thought that hard about movies he was in. I remember him being doing Romeo and Juliet. I guess I'll say that.
We might have to speed it up just a little bit.
Gotcha.
Tate Payne, thank you for the 50 bits. Is there a movie that you watch on Christmas, even if it's not a Christmas movie by any stretch? For my family, it's Shrek. No, we generally watch only Christmas movies. You know?
Yeah, I can't think of, it's usually Christmas stuff.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. About the new abomination that is Home Alone 25, 63, 89, whatever. I get why Erin from The Office was in it. Fit to her being canceled for photos of her being in a racist ball, but what excuse Rob Delaney have to appear in that stupid shit? He should have been in something better after playing that diabetic in Deadpool 2.
I forgot about that. Yeah, her back, that thing that happened. Well, here's the thing too. So again, the director was the guy who did like the Borat movies and stuff like that, and the Ali G show and stuff. So I think he probably just had a lot of connections to a lot of funny people. And again, I'm kind of glad funny people were in it because they did make it funnier. They made it tolerable for a good chunk of it. Like it's still a bad movie. But yeah, I don't know. I go back and forth between like, does that make it better or worse? Because they play it so well, you care about them, so that when you get to where they're trying to get in, it doesn't always make sense. So yeah, I don't know.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits, and I'm not going to read the whole question because there is a spoiler for a game that Doug is interested in playing in it.
All right.
Is there a scene in a video game that was so emotionally impactful that it made you cry? For me, it was in Spider-Man PS4. I know exactly the moment you're talking about. I did cry in that one. Last of Us made me cry. Last of Us 2 did. Life is Strange did.
Yeah, man. No. And not at all to say there aren't emotional moments, but I'm already not a huge crier at like movies and shows. Like it has to be very, very particular. I'm sure it's out there. Maybe I'll play it on stream. Who knows? But but I'll say what came close in Kingdom Hearts 3, talking to the beloved burden. That whole thing was like, whoa, like that stuck with me afterwards.
Eastern 57, thank you for the 100 bits. Example sentences. I shame ate a whole package of Oreos in one sitting. Or I'm about to shame eat all these hamburgers. Back off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen as much for me with 40. It's quite the opposite. It's eating less now.
Flutter Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, my younger brother had the stomach bug this past week, but he's thankfully recovered. On Sunday night, though, he watched The Little Mermaid for the first time with my mom off of Disney+. He's 10 years old, and I was shocked that he'd never seen the movie before.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's still a pretty decent movie. Not perfect, but I like it.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Did you guys know that Thrawn in Rebels voice actor is brother to the actor who played the inventor of the Death Star? Fun to think about that Benedict Cumberbatch, beat them both. Mads Mikkelsen in Doctor Strange and Lars Mikkelsen in BBC Sherlock.
Oh, cool. No, that's really awesome.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, what do you think about Die Hard 2? Is it an underrated Die Hard movie or an underrated Christmas movie?
I think it's really boring. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion or not. Like, it's fine, but like, it's always the one I remember the least. You know, I don't even remember like hate watching it. I'm like, it's just kind of dull, but it had a couple cool scenes.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 100 bits. Sorry, I meant what's your top 5 movies or shows you've reviewed or going to review for Disney December this year? My bad.
Oh, man, DuckTales, Ron's Gone Wrong, Luca, Clone Wars, and Spider-Man. There you go.
Eastern 57, thank you for the 100 bits. Continuing the Scooby talk, what do you think Scooby snacks taste like? Sweet, salty, or just dog food and Shaggy is way too stoned to know any better?
When I was a kid, I always thought they tasted like cookies. And
yeah, like biscuits.
But then when you find out it's like, oh, it's like a dog treat or whatever. But I don't know. It's like he eats like human food, so it could still taste like cookies. I don't know. It still tastes like cookies in my head.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Seen Sing. In my opinion, it's a great jukebox musical, but I'm so hyped for Sing 2 because of Scarlett Johansson. I have a duet with Bono from U2. It's called I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For.
No, maybe I should check it out. Yeah, a lot of those Illumination movies I haven't seen, and I guess I should.
Spotlight, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey Doug, last suggestion from me tonight. Next year, if you choose to review a Scooby-Doo film, I recommend Scooby-Doo and the Goblin King. It has Tim Curry as the Goblin King and Wayne Knight as the villain.
Oh, that's cool. I think there's one called like Daphne and Velma. That's like the other live action Scooby-Doo movie they did, because I was going to make like a compilation of them all together, and there's one more. I'm like, of course there is. God damn it.
Talkative Carl, thank you for the 50 bits. And they have an MCU related question. I'm going to kind of skip the beginning because it can kind of be a spoiler. It totally wasn't a spoiler, but I'm just going to read the actual question.
Okay.
Got me thinking. During the snap, what happens to the inmates in every prison who died for 5 years and then returned? Are they allowed to be released because their records have been deleted, or what happened there?
My favorite is what happened to the people who disappeared when they were on a flight, like in an airplane, and they're suddenly put back like in the sky and they just fall. Like, that's my favorite of those questions.
That's so true. Spotlight, thank you for the 90 bits. By the way, Merry Christmas, you two. Have a good night. Thank you. Same to you.
Me too.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. What's your opinion on Cyanide and Happiness? I love the hell out of those cartoons.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
You have probably seen them. They're big webtoons. Okay. Cyanide and Happiness. They're funny.
Oh, okay. You know, I recognize this style. I haven't really read them, though, so maybe I should start.
Sean, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Doug. A recommendation for next year's commercial special, Volt Energy Drinks. They have that edgy 2000s energy and are entertaining AF, especially the Scarecrow one.
All right. Yeah, I don't even remember the commercials. I'll check them out.
Chris Top, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Doug. Do we talk about Bruno? Wink, wink.
Don't talk about Bruno, no.
Gary Turbo, thank you for the 50 bits. When Doug has Cree Summer on Nostalgia Critic, I get excited because she was my first crush when I saw her as Frankie on A Different World.
Yeah, no, she's a mad talented actress, man. Yeah, I mean, not just voice acting. Like, yeah, she's got mad skills.
And thank you for the other 50 bits. I think they didn't realize they said the same thing twice. Hypergirl Jen, thank you for the 50 bits. Are you familiar with the Total Drama cartoon at all?
I think I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Same. I've heard of it, and it was like I was a little too old for it, but I vaguely know of it. Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. I highly recommend Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. You choose which side to be and have a crew of different Star Wars species, including a Wookiee and a Twi'lek.
I think that's one of the ones we're talking about, so we'll see about that.
Yeah. Aiko Whale, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Doug, what is your favorite film score by John Williams? My pick is probably a tie between Superman 1978 and E.T.
Man, Superman's good. Maybe Last Crusade. That or Hook. I really, really like. Um, yeah, one of those.
Christop, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, don't feel bad about the Kingdom Hearts 3 bosses in the DLC. They were made when fans complained the base game was too easy and they were definitely not meant for casual players. I'm
Yeah,
a
they're
Kingdom
like, "Oh,
Hearts
yeah."
fan, but man, they kicked my butt and it took me a month to beat them. So, no worries.
Yeah, it'll take me never to beat them. So look forward to that.
Nutcase, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, will you ever make a guest appearance on Oni Plays?
I was just so yeah. I sent him that drawing, and I sent him like a nice letter too, because so many more like younger fans have been coming up at like conventions saying like they found me through his videos, which are really really cool. I was always saying if I did any crossovers, it'd be sometime next year because I kind of wanted to work on the NC a little bit and kind of I like the idea of making it a little smaller. So I don't know. I'm opening up to crossovers in general more. So we'll see next year.
Hermit Wazowski, thank you for the 50 bits. Have you tried to cat-proof your tree?
Yeah, it hasn't worked. Just hang the ornaments up a lot higher, but then they just climb the Christmas gifts we have to get up. So yeah, yeah. I guess we haven't cat-proofed it or human-proofed it for that matter. Yeah, because everything we do to it, we kind of make it worse.
Letter Guy, thank you for the 500 bits. Last bonus Christmas bits in the night. Today was my last day of work until Monday, and I'm looking forward to the whole weekend with my family. Hope you all have a blessed Christmas with your loved ones, and Happy New Year too. Thanks for the hours of entertainment you've provided through these stressful times, and I hope to see y'all in 2022.
Yeah, back at you, man. Thank you so much.
Big Mac, thank you for the 200 bits. Merry Christmas, Doug and Heather, and to everyone else at Channel Awesome.
Oh, back at you.
Y'all are so kind.
Yeah.
Flutter Guy, Big Mac, Merry Christmas. PSNBD, thank you for the 50 bits. You guys planning on going to a convention in the Southwest?
We don't have many planned next year. Again, we'll see how things go next year too. But I know there's one in April we're going to, like Midwest Gaming Classic, I think is what it's called. And then we got that coming up. Again, we'll see how things are going, but it's like I think that'll still be on by that point. And then C2E2 next year too, I think in August.
Yeah,
I
it's
think is what
August.
it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we at least have those two. We haven't been looking too much at others outside of that.
The Bat, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Hey, Doug, I just want to thank you for signing the poster at Comic-Con. I'm the one with the Kingdom Hearts 2 hat and Animaniacs hoodie, and I had a question. If you are going to review Meet the Robinsons or The Great Mouse Detective in the near future?
I did Disney-cember for both of them. Great Mouse Detective would actually be a little fun. I could probably do an NC on that and have a good time.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. Here's the idea. The dog puppet that Ayana has when she breaks the fourth wall is the real fourth wall breaker that use people as hosts/weapons. Do you think that's a great idea?
It just makes me think of the end of the new Matrix. I guess I won't give it away, but the way they use people to attack, it'd be fun to see something like that somehow.
The Bat, thank you for the 50 bits, and I think they just didn't know we get behind on questions because they asked if you're going to review Meet the Robinsons or The Great Mouse Detective. Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 100 bits. So I didn't get a chance to see Spider-Man No Way Home on opening weekend last weekend, but I'm definitely going to see it for Christmas. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you, Tom Holland. Cue Mom's emotions from, let me try that again. Cue Mom's emotions from Inside Out, sigh in unison.
Yeah, I think you're gonna like it. It's a great movie to see with a crowd.
Sean, thank you for the 100 bits. If you want a very emotional game for future streams, I recommend Red Dead Redemption 2, a very powerful story about the end of the Wild West that brings you to tears. If you or Heather wanted to play that, it would be awesome. Merry Christmas to all the Channel Awesome team.
I hear it's great. Yeah, I haven't played it. I'll look into that.
Hewlett fan, thank you for the 120 bits. Just wanted to say again, thank you for such a brilliant year of NC content. Hope you and Heather have a lovely Christmas. Just keep being awesome.
Oh, you keep being awesome too, man. Thank you so much.
And we have 2 minutes left.
All right.
Woo! We did it. All right, I'm gonna go back up here to Oliver Dreamwalker, who says, Doug, when I suggested you play Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, you said you want to avoid making comparisons with the game in your future NC review of the Sonic movie 2020. But in your review of the movie with Rob, you said the movie is even worse if you disconnect it from the games. So maybe playing more Sonic games and getting to know the lore of them might help the NC review?
You think so? Do they have that much of a... I guess it couldn't hurt. I'll see what I can do. Again, a lot of it's a time issue, but yeah, a lot of what I saw didn't seem to connect too much back to the game. But they're having a lot more characters now in it, so maybe it's not a bad idea actually.
Chris Top, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey Doug, looking forward to a review of Pooh's Grand Adventure. I know it'll probably not be your cup of tea, but in the same way Prince of Egypt was your Lion King, Pooh's Grand Adventure was my second Lion King. It's super important to me, and I still adore how emotional it is. No worries if it didn't float your boat, though.
No, it actually goes out tomorrow. I did like it, but there are issues with it. I actually saw it didn't get like a lot of praise from critics and stuff, and it's like I see why, but I did like it. I think it worked in the end.
Anu, thank you for the 50 bits. If you can play mobile games, I recommend the Room games. Have a spooky vibe without being creepy. I actually do not know how to do that. I know there are ways you can play phone games on Twitch and people can see your screens, but I have no idea how to do that. We'll just get maybe one or two more in here.
Right.
R Red asks, Doug, could you do a nostalgia critic for Snow Dogs 2002?
Yeah, someone was just asking that. I'll probably at least do like a Disney-cember on it because people have asked for it.
Matt Gamer says, I know it's probably been said many times, but wishing all of you at Channel Awesome and everyone on stream a safe and Merry Christmas.
Back at you, man.
Appreciate that. You know what? And I think that's a good place to end then.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Yeah,
That's a good
Merry
place
Christmas
to
all you,
wrap
man.
it up. Yeah.
Wonderful holidays to all of you.
Yeah, we super appreciate you all so much for being here. Again, if you haven't heard, I've been saying this all week. There's no stream tomorrow, Saturday. It's Christmas Eve, so no streams there. Because that's what we celebrate. I know it's not what everyone celebrates, but if you do celebrate, we hope you have a wonderful and Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate, I just hope you have a wonderful weekend and that you do something for yourself.
Just something wonderful. Accept everything wonderful.
Yeah, M&S Prime, thank you for the 100 bits. Have a Merry Christmas. You too.
Back at you.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Again, we super appreciate you being here. We will see you all later. Have a wonderful weekend and a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Bye!
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!